All right, Rosanna, thank you very much. We're talking about Charlie Sheen. Some people find this story sad and somewhat pathetic and even boring. Rosanna. Some people find it fascinating. Dick Brennan, me a little bit. But he is changing the culture, perhaps, with these words and these phrases he's coming up with. Tiger blood, by winning. More from Charlie Sheen.
Duh. Winning. Pick the fight with a warlock. Tiger blood, you know, Adonis DNA. I'm tired of pretending like I'm not bitching a total frickin' rock star from Mars.
I don't know. The guy is, let's bring in our experts. I'll let them characterize Charlie Sheen. Ellie Roundtree is a digital media strategist. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
And Chris Dessi, a social media expert. The news this morning, I'm surprised he has over 1 million followers. He got them in like, what, 2.5 days. He's getting paid for it. He's getting paid by whom?
Well, there's a company called Adly, which is kind of the social media advertising network to the stars. So they reach out, and not only do they send out advertising tweets through these celebrities, but they also like to train and teach celebrities how to tweet. And so apparently that's what Adly did, but what that leads into is Charlie Sheen is getting paid for tweeting.
Is it serious money, Chris?
It can potentially be serious money, because the reality is money goes where the eyeballs are, and he's got over 1 million followers. He's really the perfect storm for social media as well, because he's sending out these quotations, and historically, quotes are the most retweeted content on Twitter. Retweeted just means the most shared content on Twitter.
Initially, I think the reaction in the media was, oh, isn't this sad, isn't this pathetic? But something's happening out there. He's striking a chord with certain people, perhaps, Ellie?
Yes, he's striking a chord with certain people, and I think it might be everyone that's interested in the so-called train wreck. So Britney Spears, everyone followed it. And apparently he's drug-free, so I think that that opens up the field to...
It's okay to like him now.
It's okay to work with his phrases, such as by winning or Adonis DNA. I mean, those are just things that I don't think anyone has ever heard of, but they make so much sense. They're amazing.
They are pretty wild. I'm on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. I have one speed. I have one gear. Go. That actually sounds like cheesy self-help stuff I've heard before.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, it's interesting, though, because people are picking up on it, and people are really, it's resonating for certain people. Last night I was looking at a technology that we leverage for some of our brands, and it just searches the sentiment of some of the content that's out there. And right now, about 70% of the sentiment is negative toward Charlie Sheen, but there's about 45% in that range. People are positively saying, you know, retweeting the content, saying this is really interesting. This is positive and self-help content. So,
all right. Well, let's go for a little context to a porn star, Capri Anderson. She knows Charlie Sheen, or at least she partied with him one notorious night at the Plaza Hotel. Roll the clip, please.
Somebody who is so well admired by so many people. You know, we all make mistakes. You know, I'm not trying to glorify him in any way, but I'm not trying to crucify him either. You know, what happened with me and my incident was not okay. You know, and that's why I'm pursuing my civil lawsuit and the criminal lawsuit. But you know, I hope for the best for him.
Okay, a voice of reason. A voice of reason.
Not a voice of reason at all. I believe she was the one that got paid by Charlie Sheen as well to be partying that night. Do you think Charlie, you know, is he capable of slapping somebody around? Of course. He has a very long history of abusing women that goes back into the 90s. So I don't think that this is something that should be overlooked. Yeah. Chris, you mentioned earlier about how people are some of these comments are resonating. I want to put up the comments, or a little game, if you will. Charlie Sheen versus Gaddafi. Who said what? Let's go to the first one, if we have it. Seriously, some of these comments could be coming from a third world dictator, or some could be coming from Charlie Sheen. If we have them, let's roll number one, please. Do we have it? Okay. I have defeated this earthworm with my words. Imagine what I could have done with my fire-breathing fists. Who said that? Was it Sheen or Gaddafi? Answer? Hello? Sheen. It is something I could see Saddam Hussein or Muammar Gaddafi. I was guessing Gaddafi, to be honest, but I didn't want...
fire-breathing fists. That's good.
Let's put up one more if we have time. Sheen or Gaddafi. Let's look at the next one, please. Yes. Waiting.
Anyone?
There we go. Both at happier times, by the way. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body. I hope that was neither of them. Let's see who said that.
Sheen.
He's all over the place.
You see, the thing that really turns me off to Sheen is the stuff he's been saying about the mother of his children.
Yes.
Right. He doesn't know when to zip it. Unfortunately, this is a train wreck and everybody's fascinated by it, but there is a very depressing underlying aspect of what's happening right now, where you're kind of like, this guy's just unraveling.
Finally, you both have watched trends online before. When will we all get kind of over this, bored of it, move on?
This is going to kind of peak very quickly. We were discussing it before. I think that this has a shelf life of about a week.
About a week more from now, or what?
Yeah, because, you know, if you look at someone like Kanye West has Kanye tweets and was saying really ridiculous things too. It was popular for just a hot minute.
Okay.
So.
Chris, final word?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be, it's going to officially jump the shark when my father turns to me and says, I have tiger blood. You know, as soon as the dad starts saying
then it becomes conventional.
Then you're like, you know, then it's jumped the shark and it's a little bit too mainstream, and I think it's getting there pretty expeditiously.
All right. Chris Dessi, social media expert, Ellen Roundtree, digital media strategist. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Okay, Rosanna, over to you.
Thank you all.